Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are. This is our part 3 of our DC Fandom review, where we talk about the TV and animation segments of the show. This is going to be the worst section because they didn't really talk too much about this stuff, and they gave you the worst host for said part. So I am joined again by my friends, if I can find the button, the Fiddler and Zam Snyder. Y'all should change your names. These are different videos. We're recording these at different times.
Hey, just to be clear, I'm always a fiddler. How I haven't been arrested is a mystery.
A fiddler
and
in the
Snyder
pants.
and Snyder converted me the other day. I got converted.
All right, so
legal fiddler. You know, I don't touch kids. I'm not a kiddie fiddler.
All right, so let's jump right into TV animated stuff. I want to just say about Young Justice that I am very mad because we got nothing, not even a quick panel or anything. We just got a quick video of Wiseman saying how much it sucks to be at home doing all the vocal work and all the work. And then a 30-second thing for Miss Martian's voice actor saying something. I don't even remember what it was. I was really hoping for Young Justice that they might get, not even a trailer, but maybe just like a premise of the season. Or, you know, anything. I wanted way more than what we got. Anyone have anything for Young Justice?
Yeah, I agree. I was massively pissed off that we got nothing. Not even a synopsis, a scenario, a plot, anything. Again, they were just whining that they had to record their voices under pillows from home. It's like, oh, woe is you. Give us more information. What is coming? Where we're going? What's going on? This just says to me that there's nothing planned. They're just recording a bunch of voice shit and seeing what sticks. So yeah, it was one of the things I was really looking forward to, along with other stuff that we'll talk about later on. And we got nothing.
All right, Zam, anything about Young Justice?
Well, unfortunately, I haven't watched season 3, so I wasn't too fussed about this. But the fact they showed nothing is not surprising because, unfortunately, DC are promising a lot of stuff and saying that they're going to start filming on a lot of stuff, and that's what a lot of this showcase was about yesterday, and this was no different. So that's how I categorize it.
Yeah, that's the other issue as well. In a couple of years, we might get everything completely changes again.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping for concept art of new heroes coming in, or I mean, they changed the roster, and I mean, you know, even the time skip. Is there going to be a time skip? Because there's always a time skip in Young Justice. I mean, I wouldn't care if there wasn't a time skip if it picked up right where season 3 left off. But I'm just like, anything, something, a panel talking about, you know, oh, my favorite work this season I think is going to be with Superboy and the relationship between Superboy and Nightwing, because, you know, they got something going on the side. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, but, you know, like, it was very sad that they didn't give us a single thing. And that was one of my biggest disappointments about even this entire event. Was Young Justice is something I've championed for years. It's one of my favorite animated shows of all time. Same. And I was just so angry that they didn't, that they just like, they brushed it off. They said, nobody cares about this. Yet, obviously, fans do because they brought it back for season 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that it for Young Justice?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on to the CW Flash. For me, I mean, they just kind of talked about, you know, where they left season 6, how much it sucked. They said that they filmed up through 20 or like 80% of episode 20. So I think they do have some stuff already for the season premiere, which they're going to use. I mean, I think I've seen the end of the Flash season 6. I think they did as well as they could. I kind of wish they would have not rushed certain things, only because we know the pandemic shut things down. So if they just did a to be continued at the end of an episode and say, well, we will finish this up at the beginning of next season, I would have been okay with that. They did talk a little bit about the splitting the seasons into 2 separate parts. I was okay with that, but I didn't like the order they did it in. I feel like with the Flash, I feel like they should have done more crisis-centered stuff at the first half of the season. Second half of the season, more of the, you know, the Speed Force going away, and who is the villain? I can't remember now.
Mirror
very
Master.
memorable.
Mirror
Yeah,
Master.
Mirror Master. And actually, I liked a lot of that stuff. And the Mirror Master, and then just bring Bloodsport or whatever the guy's name is at the beginning of next season, or even the second half of next season, because I feel like it was a waste because he had to share the space with the Crisis stuff. And honestly, I feel like that could have been a lot better of a focus if it was after Crisis, or after the Crisis stuff and after the Mirror Master stuff. Zam, what do you feel?
Okay, I kind of stopped watching Roundabout there, unfortunately, but I was interested in the Mirror Master stuff, especially the Iris West, because obviously there's a doppelganger Iris West in the real world, and the real Iris West is in the mirror world. And I was curious to see how that would turn out. But when the pandemic hit, I knew they weren't going to be making any more episodes. So, once again, it didn't get my interest to go back to watch it anyway, because the season didn't finish. And then I hear about the season. I mean, I only really heard about the season kind of finishing prematurely because of the pandemic. So, just to answer my question, Roberto, have they completed the Iris West storyline yet regarding her being?
Yes and no. They finished up the Mirror Iris West, but there's still stuff going on with real Iris West. So they kind of put a cap at the end of the season on Mirror Iris West.
And I know the Doctor who's in the Mirror universe with her is actually in on it. I don't know if her and the Mirror Iris West are the same person or not. Or
if you didn't finish up the season, they did put a cap on a lot of that. I mean, definitely Mirror Master is going to be going into the first half of next season, but they did put a lot, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but they did they did cap a lot of the Mirror Master stuff in the last couple episodes before the pandemic shut everything down. So there's definitely more for Mirror Master, but I mean, the Iris West mirror person is kind of capped off, and Ginger is now bored.
That's because I'm hungry. No. So I'm hungry. That's why I'm yawning.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was just curious regarding that. Okay.
Ginger, anything to add to the
just quickly, I thought it was quite interesting to see them openly criticize a lot of what happened. Especially they were criticizing their work schedule. And they were saying, it was kind of nice that we got a long break out of this because of the grueling schedule that we do. And they also criticized the show getting a bit stagnant as well. So I thought that was quite ballsy of them. You could tell that they're obviously getting fed up with how things are going.
I agree.
Well, but I think they also commented on how the break, like how they do the first half and the second half, how they broke it up into two separate parts. That's what they were commenting on, was that they liked that change because it took that stagnicity of the season so far, and they kind of break it up.
Yeah, I think 24 episodes for any season is just too long.
That's why, I'm always okay with the part A of the season and part B of the season. I'm usually okay with it. I mean, I think it became so apparent with Cicada was that you can't have a whole season based on. I don't think it was an awful villain. I just think it was drawn out way too long. And then they had Cicada 2, which just made it worse.
Awful.
They should have wrapped Cicada up in the first half of the season and then brought someone else in for the second half.
It was only when Reverse Flash got involved that it became interesting because, he's a better character. But Cicada, fuck me, man. That was one of the worst Flash villains. In my opinion, when it came to the main villain, the big bad, Cicada's been the worst.
Well, but and honestly, Reverse Flash was the main villain of that. Just he was not a physical main villain. He was
on screen, but he's always been he's a recurring villain now. He was the main villain in season 1, but he's now a recurring villain. The same way. What's his face? John Barrowman's character in the Arrow was the main villain in season 1. And became a recurring villain after that.
Yeah.
So that's
okay.
When it came to anyway. Let's not
and then they showed us a little tidbit of a trailer, which is basically everything they filmed prior to the pandemic and them ending on episode 18 or 19. So, I'm excited for Flash season 7. I like the Flash. It definitely has its ups and its downs. Moving on to Titans on the DC Universe app. I was expecting an announcement for them to go to HBO Max. I don't believe we got that. Did anyone else hear that? I didn't hear them.
HBO Max, yeah.
Did they announce that? Okay, I missed that part.
Not there, but they announced it previous.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Fandom.
Yeah. So my thoughts on that is just that they revealed that Jason Todd is going to be the villain for season 3, and Barbara Gordon is also going to be the commissioner, which I'm kind of iffy on. And also one of the main villains is going to be hold on, and Blackfire is also going to be the main villain, which is Starfire's sister. So my thoughts on Todd is I really think that all the hood stuff should probably happen off screen, only because. I mean, I guess it makes sense for the show for it to happen with them. I guess it can happen differently. But, I mean, you're going to have people freaking out because Jason Todd's supposed to be killed by the Joker, then brought back, then he's supposed to become the Red Hood, and then he's supposed to show up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm kind of interested to see where they go with it, but I know people are going to freak out about it. I heard that we were getting Batgirl this season. I did not hear that we were getting Commissioner Barbara Gordon. Like, prior to this, now that they said it's Commissioner Barbara Gordon, it's like, what?
Yeah, so we're going to get probably becoming an older Batgirl at some point.
Yeah, like Batgirl is usually not too much younger than Nightwing normally.
They're the same age. Yeah. They're pretty much the same age.
Her and Nightwing are teaming up in this. So it's
she's Commissioner.
Instead of Commissioner Gordon, the original, and Batman, it's going to be Commissioner Barbara Gordon with Nightwing, because Batman's gone and gone. It's silly, but I think what bugs me the most is Jason Todd is going to become what? The Red Hood because he's pissed off that he had a falling out and a tiff with the fucking Teen Titans, and it drives him over the edge. What kind of fucking snowflake shit is this?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying I don't like exactly where they're going with the Todd character, and I mean.
It's
better from Bruce Wayne.
Other stuff happens off screen, and then he comes back for say season 4 as the Red Hood, but he's going to be one of the bads in this, and it's like, oh, that's just.
I mean, it took them 2 seasons for us to get Nightwing, and now they're going to rush Red Hood. Like what? Like I like the fact they took time to bring Nightwing in, and now it's like, and now they're rushing the Red Hood thing, and it's like, okay, this makes no sense. Like, why are you guys doing this?
Yeah, agreed.
I think we were going to see a turn, that's for sure, but he might not necessarily be Red Hood. I mean, they just said that Jason Todd's the villain. They never said Red Hood. So, did they? My bad. I apologize. I'm going to go by
I think they said Red Hood specifically, which is, as I said, they're going to do their own rendition of it, I'm assuming. They're not going to go off the comic books.
Sometimes it's good to throw the rule book out the window when it comes to how a series should be formatted, but surely we should be seeing his descent into being the Red Hood and him becoming possibly the Red Hood by the end of this season, 3rd season. That's how it should be, in my opinion. But let's just see how they do it. I do like Titans. I love it. It's a very interesting show. I'm glad we got the payoff with Nightwing at the end of season 2. We needed that, in my opinion. Also, the Starfire actress, she spoke about when she first got the role and how much bullshit she received when she got the role, and that was really interesting to hear, because she got a lot of racist shit because she was a black Starfire and not a Latina looking Starfire. And I'm glad she mentioned that.
Well, and I did, and that actually was on the Boss panel, which we can talk about here. I don't care, but
the fact that she's not orange pissed me off. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, she's an orange alien.
But she's an alien. She's supposed to be orange, not black.
Yeah, she's also supposed to have some. So
it's like a bit of a tangent. Yeah, it was like Domino. It was like Domino in Deadpool 2. It's fine if it's a black actress playing Domino, but paint her white with a black eye patch. That's what pissed me off. But the racist shit she got was ridiculous. I agree.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous.
I wasn't a huge fan of Starfire's arc in the 1st season, but that's a writing issue. That's not, her look.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm not fussed that she's not orange. I mean, I wanted
I don't care either.
Have a particular style about her that identifies her as Starfire, and that actress for me had it. And I was happy with her portrayal as well. I think nearly every rendition of Starfire I've seen, she's always been like a young teenage girl. This actress played her as a woman, and I didn't mind it. It was okay. And I'm looking forward to more Titans. It's unfortunate we never got a trailer for it. I'm falling apart here. I apologize. We never got a trailer for Titan season 3, but like I said,
I don't think they've started filming. I think they were going to start. Yeah, I thought they were going to start filming, and I think the pandemic hit
in March. I think.
Yeah,
and this is like the problem with this fandom in general. Like, there's just so much stuff they haven't even begun filming yet. For fuck's sake! I mean, come on, we need better than this, DC. You put your fucking finger out your ass.
we can talk about that over the overview. I'm sure I have a different opinion than you guys. Okay, so everybody done with Titans?
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the last one that I know of, unless you guys have something to add, is me and Ginger's favorite show in the animated space right now, Harley Quinn. So, of course, I'm going to turn it over to Zam first.
First of all, I did watch a few episodes, but I just couldn't get into it like you guys did. I really couldn't. I never thought it was shit, but I just
cut him off.
I never got into it. It's weird in a way because it's quite similar to, say, Star Trek Lower Decks, and the comedy's very similar. But I'd rather watch that than this. But it's okay. There's nothing wrong in it. it's just not my cup of tea.
I got my finger on the remove button.
Harley Quinn. I mean, we had a great segment, which was brilliant. But again, obviously they're going to work on season 3, but she didn't confirm anything.
No, not at all.
Worried.
I mean, I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But when she said, "Oh, we're just waiting. We're super cheap to produce, so get your shit together, HBO Max." So I'm pretty sure they're going to do it. Otherwise, if they weren't going to do season 3, they would have completely ignored the character and just moved on.
Well, and I love how she poked out. She said, "Oh, and I'm great overseas because I'm ultra violent." I was like,
"That's great."
That sounds funny.
I mean, I feel like they just kind of gave some bullet points to the voice actress and said, just kind of, read these questions, answer them honestly, and just kind of, it just felt like she was just like sitting in her room, just answering questions, and they made the animation around that.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Though it was a great segment, but I'm hoping we do get season 3. We did discuss earlier what we expected to see in a different video, so we don't need to kind of tread bare on that. Also, there was no news on Doom Patrol.
Yeah, now that you noticed that, or now that you said that, I realized that. But I mean, season 2 just is still going on, so I mean, I guess they don't have much.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel still we should have gotten like a panel, like just like a quick 15-minute panel, just down, maybe some of the actors talking about whatever. I feel like that if they're going to do this whole fandom thing where everything's together, I feel like all of their major products, like, and shows should at least get like a panel, because this is like Comic-Con, and like every show has a panel at Comic-Con, even if it's 15, 20, 30 minutes. I feel like they should do the same thing here. I feel like we should get at least a 15, 20-minute panel over Zoom or whatever of content from these things. Like, I get it if, like, they don't have anything to bring us, but we should still hear from the creators and the some of the actors, that can be there, and just basically say, "Oh, I can't wait for season 3." They can't reveal anything about season 3 of Doom Patrol, but they're like, "Oh, but keep an eye on this because this might be important." Even a little nod. Like, I mean, even Shazam, who has not even started pre-production that I'm aware of. Yeah, they even gave us a title. Like, I mean, so anyway, that's just. Yeah, but there's a couple things that I was just very upset about with the animation, and we got and I'm gonna kind of move on unless you guys have anything to talk about.
No. Yeah.
We got no.
Hello.
Oh, go ahead.
Doom Patrol. We did get to find out that Cyborg was played by a British actor.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, we didn't see that coming.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Best
news ever. But really, just to wrap things up, I mean, we didn't get any animated movie announcements, and that's one of my things. Is like, I love those animated movies, and we got nothing. Not even, because normally at Comic-Con they would announce the next year's slate of animated movies, and as far as I know, we got nothing.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Nada.
What a sausage in their most important and beloved universe.
Yeah.
It was shocking. Like, I mean, one of the things I'll talk about in the overview video in that was what really annoyed me about the fandom, is focusing on that rather than say on a panel talking about the animated universe, what's to come. Really, really pissed off about that. Like, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you have. And you do
Save it.
nothing with
Save it.
Huh?
I said save it for the next video.
No, that's all I'm saying. It's the best thing they have, and they announced nothing.
Yeah.
The other
All right.
stuff, there's something else for the other video, but yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I guess I wraps it. Unless you guys have anything else to add about TV and animation. Okay. So we're going to be out, and we will see you in the last video, which is going to be just our overview and some of the filler stuff that they kind of had that either entertained us or really annoyed us. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.